All right, guys, so today is Hatha, which we're gonna warm up a bit. I really want to take a minute to open the shoulders and twist in the ribs a little bit, get the upper body loose. And then we're gonna go into some core work. Yay, I know we're excited. It's gonna be good. Just heat the body up a little further. And then for our peak poses, we'll touch on our warrior two and some triangles. But I want to use the peak poses as an opportunity to find that stillness. So that's where the yin is going to be infused. So remember, if I haven't told you, yin is when we find the edge of a stretch and then we do our best to relax into that edge so that we can move past it. And it's this little game of edge, soft, edge, soft. So I think that by doing that, if you're feeling tired or if Hatha is a little too much for you today, you'll have the opportunity to take something in a softer, more still manner. Yeah. For the ab work, I think it's going to be really good, but if it's not vibing with you, you guys know that you always have the option to just ignore me and do what you want instead. Yes, but let's kind of tap into some good fundamental shapes and check in with our alignment and strengthen just a bit. Okay, so we're going to get started in child's pose today. We shouldn't need any like support or anything like that. Maybe at the end, when we get into our warriors for lunges, we might need the blocks. But in general, I just want you to keep this really gushy. There we go. So toes come together. Knees will be apart. Let the hips touch the heels, and you can kick that bolster out of your leg. Good. Lower the heart and the forehead down to the earth. Beautiful. So right away, let's just bring a little bit of ease onto the mat. I want you to see how your breath is flowing today. I'm going to switch this up just a little bit. This is going to be better for our vibe. There we go. So as you arrive in child's, remember that you are literally bowing, physically bowing to whatever you have arrived to this space of today. Take a moment to honor yourself, honor your work thus far, and thank yourself for showing up on your mat today. Sometimes that's the hardest part. It's just getting here, but you did it. So take a deep breath. Exhale any fidgety energy, just settling in. Letting the heart drop towards your mat, softening through the shoulders and the elbows. Now I want you to bring a little activity into this child's pose. You won't be able to feel, let me rephrase that. I won't be able to see this movement, but you're going to be able to feel it. So as you're in your child's pose, I want you to pull the belly button back to the spine. Notice how the front body supports the spine, lengthening through the back body. Now make sure the shoulders don't get tight. Anytime we engage the abdominal wall, the shoulders automatically engage. Keeping that activity in your core, big breath. And exhale, find a little length in the back of your neck. You may just micro tuck the chin. Good. Now noticing how engaging these muscles changes sensation and weight distribution in other areas of your body. Remembering that there is no good or bad here, only information. Let's take 2 more rounds of breath here. Trying to keep that spine really protected by engaging the core around your midline. 1 more breath, big inhale. And as you exhale, I want you to walk your hands over to the right side of your mat. Now, most of the time we're just in this nice little rainbow arch, right? But today I want you to take that right hand closer towards your hip and really see curve, taking the neck with you. Yes, that's right, good. Perfect, yes. Big breath in here. Exhale to stay. Let the tension drain. 1 more inhale. And exhale, taking the shape over to the left side of your mat. There you go. So we just kind of walk the fingertips. And I like to plant my hands and then set my upper body down. So I know I'm in that deep C curve. Sending 2 big rounds of breath into the right lung. One more. Exhale, come back through center. Nice work, guys. Now, I want you to bring your fingers into these little spider fingers or tented fingers. So we're going to be long through the elbows, active through the arms. So the arms and shoulders are now lifted off of the earth. As you inhale, lift the head and neck as well, and find a couple of rolls through the neck. Keeping that belly button pulled in so the low back is long. And then reverse the direction of your neck rolls. One more breath. And exhale to soften back into that child's pose, Balasana. On your next inhale, you're going to press into your hands, tuck your toes, and you're going to walk your hands back towards your knees as we find our toe stretch. So our hips are going to be on our heels. We're going to do our best to lift up tall through the spine. Rest your hands on your heels. Now, what tends to happen, my loves, is we flare outwards like this. It's not wrong, but I want to encourage you to try to stack everything up. I know it's a big stretch in the toes. Stick with me. If the toe stretch is your main focus, that is A-okay. Don't even worry about the stacking of the pelvis and the spine. One more breath here. Exhale to let that go. Come back into a tabletop and just pick up the feet and roll out the ankles. Crunch the toes. Let's get some blood flow down there. Perfect. Inhale in your tabletop. Exhale to lower those feet, finding stillness in your tabletop. Now stacking up, making sure that you're nice and square, check in with your alignment. And then let's flow between a few cat-cows on your own rhythm. Inhale into your calf. And exhale into your cat. Good. Inhale as you drop the belly, shoulders move out, down, and back. And exhale, keeping that space between the ears and the shoulders, but rounding through that upper spine. Take 2 to 3 more rounds just between these two. Gentle bend in the elbows for me, love. Yeah, you got some hip extension going on. So just bend a little here. So you can see how this is locked out, unlocked. There you go, good job, yes. Perfect work, guys. One more round, big inhale. And exhale, final cat, good. Inhale back into center in your tabletop and exhale to find that stillness. You're gonna take the left hand about 2 inches forward from where it was. And then we're gonna inhale to reach the right hand up. Find a beautiful opening through the chest. And exhale to thread the needle. So keeping that 90-degree angle at the legs as you twist through the upper body, setting the right shoulder down on the earth. Left hand is supporting you. Right cheek is rested on the mat. There we go. 2 big breaths here. Feeling that stretch through the back of the arm. One more. As you exhale, pull that belly in, finding that connection to your spine again. And then on your next inhale, you can unwind from this side. Good. I like to reach that right arm up again just to get an additional stretch. And on an exhale, come back to center, meeting back in tabletop. Now let's tuck the toes. Inhale. Exhale. Press into those hands. Rise into your first downward facing dog. This feels very tight for me today. I don't know how you guys are feeling. But as always, if you need a little wiggle, or if you prefer stillness, both are appropriate. One more breath here. Exhale, come back to your tabletop. There we go. Now, before we take thread the needle on the other side, let's connect to our puppy pose. So walking the hands out about a foot in front of you. Be very mindful of the shoulders coming into the ears. Now, hips stay as they are. You lower the heart down to the earth. Forehead is grounded. So the booty is up high. You find this deep back bend for the upper spine. If you have the space, you can very gently place the chin on the earth. One more inhale, press into the tops of the feet. And exhale, slide onto your belly. Let's let everything go long just for a second. Check in with the shoulders. Notice how everything's landing. Oh, that's cool. Just come back to your breath for one more round. And when you're ready, rise back into your tabletop. We'll thread the needle on the other side. No rush. Nice job. Okay, so right away, squaring up here in your foundation, Take the right hand about an inch or two further forward than it would normally be in your tabletop. And then inhale to open left arm twist, let the gaze go up to the ceiling. And exhale, thread that needle. So left hand goes under right arm, left shoulder and left cheek hit the ground as the booty stays high. Abdominal wall is active, pulling in and up. So we've got a nice, straight, safe spine, and all the sensation is in the arm. Here you go, Ginger. Yes. 2 more breaths here. Not too much. That's it. Yep, do you know how you're stacked there now? Yes. Last round of breath. And exhale to unwind as you see fit. Maybe opening, taking that little stretch once again. Good. And then coming back to center for me. We're going to inhale to tuck those toes and exhale to rise into our downward dog once again. Beautiful. Maybe pedaling through the feet here, checking in with the rotation of the arms, the pressure in the fingers, reaching one heel to the earth and then another. One more inhale here. And exhale, lowering back into your tabletop. We're gonna open up the front body before we take our ab work. So we're gonna come into an upward facing dog. So I also call this hip dip. If your thighs are on the earth, I call it hip dip. If you're an up dog, you're lifting your legs. So you get to play between those two. Yes. Now this is not easy. You've got to be really strong in the arms, right? And I want you to inhale to look over the right shoulder. Exhale to come through center. Good. Belly's turned on. Inhale over left shoulder. Exhale to come through center. One more time each side. Inhale. And exhale. Good. Inhale. Squeeze the inner thighs together. And exhale, one more inhale in the center. And exhale, lower the knees and round back into your child's. Good work, guys. Roll out the wrists. Crack your knuckles or your toes. Knuckles and toes are probably the only thing that I would feel safe telling you to like physically like force a pop. And that's fine. The rest we'll try to keep it organic. We've got 2 more rounds of breath to reset. And I will need you in a downward facing dog for our 1 sun salutation. Nice, Shakita. And then press the shoulders. Atta girl. Good. On your next exhale, rise from the earth. Find that downward facing dog. I'm gonna go ahead and give you your fans. We're warming up here. Good job. All right, so, yes, let your heart reach towards your feet. Soften your neck. Good. There we go, perfect. Big inhale, down dog. Exhale, come to the top of your mat for your forward fold. There we go. Inhale for your half lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale all the way up, salute or roll up, your choice. Just come to meet me in mountain. I want you to exhale and pull prayer hands down into heart center, optional baby back bend. Inhale, stacking through the spine, reaching arms above head. Exhale to dive forward into your fold. Inhale for half lift. Exhale, fold. Round the hands. Inhale to step the feet back to your high plank. Now let's check in with our alignment. Hip points are low. Our booty's not high. There we go. Now hold on to those abs. Everything stays still except when you exhale, you lower your knees. Yes. Now lower to your belly, but keep yourself in one piece as your elbows go backwards. Good, Kelsey. Forehead is grounded. Inhale to lift that chest off the earth, baby cobra. Exhale, roll it. Good. Inhale to press through your tabletop, nice and strong. Tuck those toes. Exhale, downward facing dog. Beautiful work, guys. Big inhale, down dog. Exhale, forward fold at the top of your mat. Inhale for half lift. Exhale, fold. We're going to take this one a little faster. Let's inhale to salute. Stand all the way up. And then exhale, we're going to sit down through a chair. Let's see how this goes. We're in a tiny chair. We're in an elf chair. We're in a doghouse chair. There we go. And then try to roll back with control and find your spine. 2 breaths in your star pose, legs and arms out wide. Take up some space. There you go. Yes, maybe roll out the ankles. Bless you. One more inhale here. And as you exhale, I want you to close your entire body into a little ball. Lift your head, neck, and chest. Squeeze your shins and rock left and right on your spine. Good. One more breath here. As you exhale, I want you to keep the right knee into the chest as the left leg goes out long. The left heel is hovering 6 inches above the ground. Our abdominal work is coming. Your head, neck, and shoulders can be lifted or lowered depending on your choice of sensation. Inhale with the right knee in. Exhale to switch. Good. Inhale to switch, exhale right knee in. Let's flow. Inhale to switch, exhale left knee. Keep it going back and forth. Try not to tuck the chin into the throat. Keep the gaze up to the ceiling. You might be shaking just a little bit. You've got this. You've got 3 more. Keep it going nice and easy, breathing in through the nose, out through the mouth. 1 more on each side. Very nice, guys. Take a little break, let the body relax. 1 breath, and we're gonna get right back into it. Here we go, inhale. Exhale, find that little ball again. Notice if your head wants to be grounded or if it has the energy to be lifted. Making that choice now, and we're going to start with extending both legs straight. So right knee is still in towards your face, but your both legs are straight. Left leg is long. Good. We're gently, like just touching the front of the right knee. We're going to inhale to switch. Exhale, left leg comes in. Good. Inhale. And exhale. This is our scissor kicks. Try to keep it nice and smooth and controlled. Inhale as you switch. Exhale to open the legs. Keep it going. You're doing so well. You can bend a little through the knees if that feels better. Good. Hovering that bottom leg. Give me 2 more. I'm right here with you guys. I know this is burning. Last one. Inhale. Exhale, relax. Take those legs in a constructive rest. Open your arms into a T. So constructive rest legs, the feet are at the edges of your mat, knees fall in towards each other. Just take 5 deep rounds of breath here. Notice the little quivers in the back body that work created. Notice the heat in your belly all the way up to your heart, even in your throat. Take little movements to release tension where you can. One more breath. Very good. Exhale to find a little bit of movement. Come back to me. We've got one more ab exercise and then we're going to stretch it out, okay? You're doing great. So we're going to take legs up the wall. So I like to call them dead bug legs. There's just this like little bend in the knee. My ankles are soft. I don't feel the need to be super active through my legs. So you get to choose. If you want more activity, really straighten through the backs of the knees, flex those toes. But whichever shape you choose with your legs, your arms and fingers are going to be reaching up towards the ceiling. I want you to inhale with the head grounded. Exhale, try to touch your toes with your fingertips. Yes, inhale down. Exhale, little baby crunch for the upper abs. Inhale down. Exhale, touch all the way up. Inhale down. Exhale, up. Good. Halfway through, inhale down. Shoulders are soft. Exhale up. Very nice. Inhale. Exhale. You got it. 3 more. Inhale. Exhale, up. Inhale. Exhale, up. Last one. Inhale. Exhale, up and hold it. Reach it. Create space in the neck. Breathe. Shoulders are soft. And let it go. Yay! Good job, guys. So proud. Take a couple windshield wipers with the knees. Just take some time to be organic, to let all of that settle into the body. Teresa's face is like, what is happening? There we go, guys. Good work. Now there is no rush. You'll eventually just come up to a seated shape. Maybe grab a sip of water. And then we're going to move on to our final peak pose flow with our infused yin. So if your neck got a little tense, maybe just give it a few strokes. Thank you so much for helping us with our ab work. Isn't it crazy how much the shoulders get so locked anytime you do ab work? That's why I avoid it. But it's good for us. So as long as we can try to keep that soft, abs are good. All right, my loves. So we are gonna come straight into a pyramid today. So I am gonna take my blocks, have my right foot forward, left foot behind. Now, remembering that in pyramid, our feet are on separate tracks. Our hips are square to the front. And I actually would love it if everyone starts upright like this. Because normally we're folding into a shape and then finding our edge, right? But if you take this in a more active manner, so we reach like we're half lifting out of the crown, folding right from the hip, I feel that stretch already, and I'm not even at 90 degrees, right? So you can find the stretch without putting your face to the ground. So find that stretch in the back of the right leg, and then whenever it feels like it's the edge, get your blocks, and then soften and round the upper body. There we go. Let's check it. Very nice, Teresa. And then try to just, how shall I say it? Can you stick your boobs out and squeeze your shoulder blades together? Yes. Do you feel that? There you go. All right, my darlings. So front leg is straight. Ah, there we go. Nice. And it got, I think just that little baby bend was good. Yeah, there we go. Nice. Perfect. Good. Yeah, you got that, Carrie. And you can soften behind that. Good. You still have integrity up here. Very nice, everyone. 2 more rounds of breath. Last round. On your next inhale, come through a half lift. And exhale to come all the way back up where we began. Beautiful. Let's inhale to take the left arm, cartwheeling it out as we step that back leg to the back. That wasn't a very good description. Come into warrior 2. Yeah, there we go. So we're sinking into our right leg. Yes. I want you to check in. Let your tailbone be heavy. So the same thing we were talking about, we're not flaring, we're stacked up. We're in one long line. Yes, very good. Now staying in to this bent front leg, inhale for reverse warrior. Good. I want you to hold this for 3 rounds of breath. This is a challenge. Your neck's gonna get tight. Try to inhale, exhale to soften where you can, but keeping your shape. Maybe bending into the right knee a little more. Yes, good, yes, good. Gaze can be up. You got it. 1 more breath. Here we go. Inhale, come back to warrior 2. Exhale, yes. Just wiggle that front leg out. Perfect. We're gonna go into a side angle next. So right elbow comes to the top of the right knee. Same thing, we're nice and flat. We're not flaring the heart out. We're right in line with the spine as the arm reaches right up. Your left foot is actively reaching away from you as you press firmly into your right foot. So you feel the hips spread and open. You can take the gaze up at the hand or maybe down at the earth. 1. Just kidding. 2 more. Good. Pulling those low ribs. Yes, ma'am. Good. 1 more breath. Good. Inhale to come back through your warrior 2, but then right away, exhale to straighten that front leg. Let's roll out our shoulders. That's the hardest thing in warriors, in my opinion, is holding your arms like this. Okay. Reverse triangle. So both legs are straight. We're going to inhale to reach the right arm up. So same shape on the upper body that we just did in our reverse warrior, but now we're pressing through straight legs down into the earth. Breathe with me. Good. 2 more. No pinching in the front of that right shoulder. Bend the elbow if needed. You got it. And exhale. We're going to spiral down into a lunge. Hands on blocks. Just take one moment to find your lunge, feeling that nice stretch in the front of the left hip. Heart is shining. One more breath. Exhale, you're gonna move your blocks, ground your hands, and bring your right foot into a pigeon. Yay. There we go. And then if you want to lay down for your pigeon, golden. If you're practicing with like new shapes in pigeon, you can stay up, maybe bend through the back leg. So many options. The thing that I'm most concerned with is letting your upper body relax. Yes. So with every exhale, see if you can let go just a little bit more. And a little bit more. Go within. Listen to that air flowing in and out. Just a little bit this way. Do you feel the difference in the stretch? There you go. Good. You got it. Give me 2 more rounds. Last one, big inhale. And exhale. I think probably roll out of this. We don't need anything fancy, right? There we go. Just take a minute to let that side kind of settle in. See what the right side of your body feels like in comparison to your left. I'll give you about 3 rounds of breath just to notice before we take this on the other side. That was very good with everyone's alignment. I know that it's hard to make yourself flat in those standing positions, right? Okay. All right, y'all look ready. Let's do it. Pyramid, left foot in front. So blocks in. I just love my blocks in pyramid because my hammies are always super tight. So, you know. So remembering that feet are on separate tracks, toes are parallel to the front. Yes. So you may have to close your stance a little bit, right, in the pyramid. Perfect. Now, we're nice and tall. Inhale. Exhale like we're forward folding, but from the top, right, at the hip. Find that stretch. I already feel it. It's crazy. Woo. And then we reach for our blocks, keeping that sensation where it feels good. And then as it feels right, you can release the neck and shoulders because you're keeping the integrity in the abdominal wall. So your low back is protected, but you can let the elbows and the arms go noodly. Yes, that's right, Ginger. Yes. Much nicer on this side. Good job. Go. Good work, guys. This is very minor. I'm going to give you 3 more rounds of breath here. Option to flex your left toes and pull them back to your face. Ooh, good. Last round. Next, inhale, come through that half lift. Good, all the way up. And exhale, just to let everything drain, right? That's enough, just to stand. Good work. So now we're gonna inhale to take a big step back with that right foot as the toes turn to the right side of your mat. We cartwheel the right arm open and back as we find our warrior two on our left side. So check in that we're not flaring, right? Pelvis is in, chest is up, ribs are in, everything is stacking. Big breath in here. And exhale, sink into that left knee a little more. Good. Keeping the lower body as it is. Inhale for reverse warrior. Lengthen through the side bodies. Good. Hold this for 2 rounds. Use the abs as you breathe out to protect the sacrum. Last one, big inhale. Exhale, come back into your warrior two. Good work, guys. Let's give this a little wiggle because we got our side angle coming. Okay. Back into our warrior two, big inhale. Exhale, take that left elbow to the top of the left knee. Notice how my spine is straight from crown to the tip of my right toe. Everything is in one long line. And then we breathe. Do your best not to hold tension in that left hand and the left fingertips. I tend to turn into like some kind of weird puppet. There we go. Yes, good. Little wiggles and micro adjustments are always really beneficial. One more breath. Here we go. Inhale. Exhale. Use that right oblique coming back into our warrior two. Beautiful. Inhale. Straighten the left leg. Exhale, reverse triangle. So we've got that same shape on the upper body, but with straight, rounded legs. Holding here, making sure we're not putting a lot of weight into that right hand on the back of the right thigh. Our power is in our core. 2 more breaths. Drop the shoulders. Good, 1 more. Here we go, big inhale, coming out of it. And exhale, warrior two, beautiful work, guys. I did reverse triangle. Oh yeah, and then we're gonna come back into our lunge. So taking a second just to lengthen through the front of that right leg, feeling that nice stretch in the left hip. Rolling those shoulders out, back, and down as you present your face and your heart forward. Very nice. Big inhale. Exhale, move your blocks and find your left leg into your pigeon. It's kind of a funky transition. Here we go. And then option to stay upright. Maybe we come down a little bit. Really whatever feels best for you. But remembering that my goal is for you to not hold tension in that upper body so that you can breathe into the stretch of that left hip and let all of those undealt with emotions go. Go within and breathe. There you go. Good. And then pull off there. Yes, ma'am. Nice. Very good, my loves. You've got 3 more rounds. Make them count. Soften through the back of the neck. One more round. Exhale to to let this go as you see fit. Very nice. Guys, just kind of wiggle it out for a second. Easy does it. Yes. Nice work, everyone. And I will meet you on your spine. So I'm going to throw this at you. I wanted to offer Shavasana at the wall with either legs up the wall, or you can hold an open straddle, just depending on if you want like a really deep stretch for your hips. If that doesn't sound good to you, you can start to take your final wiggles and we'll move into Shavasana. But if you want to try to come to a wall, basically just find an open spot. You're going to put your booty to the wall in a fetal and then come here for me, or here. Yeah? Okay. Lots of options. There's no right or wrong choice. I love it. Okay, cool. Back to gymnastics days, okay? And you can do this at the mat, but it's just less supported. Yeah, make sure your butt's all the way to the wall. Yeah, there you go. All right, guys. So in legs up the wall, there's just like a soft, gentle bend in the knees. The heels are supported on that wall so that you can let everything just be really soft. If you take your straddle, just know it can be kind of intense, but it's great. So just kind of pick your shape as you see fit. Shavasana, my love, is just Sanskrit for corpse pose. So we're literally just laying and breathing. It's how we end every yoga class. So we like the bolster under the knees, or it's kind of nice to like put it on top of you sometimes. So it's however you're most comfortable to kind of try to drift away, right? Okay. All right, guys, so open yourself up. Make sure those palms are facing the sky. Heart is soft and dropping to the earth beneath you. And gravity is doing all of the work here. So fully let go of those connective tissues all the way down to your bone. Move into stillness. Allow the breath to anchor you. Drift away. I'll call you back when it's time. Start to very slowly returning. So I need you to be really mindful if you're at the wall, if you're in straddle, assist your legs in coming together. And eventually, everyone pull your knees into your chest. There we go. And then just kind of roll out the ankles and fall to one side. Yeah, let's reach the feet up. There you go. Finding that heel. Good. And just resting for a couple more rounds of breath. Reconnecting to this space, reconnecting to your breath. Only when it feels right, you can begin to slowly rise. There we go. Eyes can be open or closed, but just kind of take a minute to notice what it's like to be sitting upright again. And you don't have to go back to your mat, it's all good. Oh, okay. Love it. Let's all bring prayer hands to heart center. Thank you so much for sharing your practice with me. I'm always honored that you trust me to guide you. Let's take an inhale together and exhale to bow and say namaste. Namaste. Thank you so much. Good job, guys. Take your time. That was a lot in a new way. No need to rush.
Namaste, friends at home. See you next time.